It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning and welcome to the Travel and Cruise Industry Podcast, coming to you from Ocean Key Marine Reserve. That will be MSC's private island in the Bahamas. It's a nice warm day, but it's going to be, it looks a little rainy, like it might be some rain coming in. Hot air Tom and Kenneth were heading to the beach, and I think they might get wet before they get in the water. But anyway, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Monday's show. On this, the 16th day of February, 2026, brought to you by Will U.S., the owner of Scoot Around, and of course by Chilliescruises, live from Ocean Key Marine Reserve. We got several stories this morning. The main story, lead story, new travel warnings from the CDC. Also today, serious technical breakdown for a celebrity ship. Severe winds disrupt MSC Cruises once again. A new dress code for Specialty 90. Cruise ship drops Cuba port. Line Schiff relaxed Medevacs. And the Singapore cruise center arrest is causing quite a stir. And lots more here live at 11 o'clock this morning. If you are a fan of podcasts, you can always access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and up pops the old fat guy. All right, so we're in, this is the second day of the second week of cruises on the MSC Grandiosa. I had another nice dinner last night. Of course, we've got Roger and Eve have joined us, so we have a party of 8 now. So there seemed to be more entertainment around the ship last night. I don't know if some new people came in during the switch over this time, but anyway, so I'm gonna have to get out and spend some more time in the evening checking out the entertainment. Yesterday, I did something that is somewhat unusual. Kenneth and I went upstairs to the ropes course. Now, I could only get there in my wheelchair because the door was broken. Under normal circumstances, my access to that area would have been blocked off by the closed area for the fancy, uppity folks with the private rooms and stuff. But one of the doors was broken, so I could actually access it. Everybody else has to walk up a flight of stairs, and there's not a lift chair. So I was able to get up there thanks to a broken door. But anyway, why am I making a big deal out of the ropes course? Well, mainly because Kenneth is visually impaired. Now think about that, folks. A ropes course, which is some 180 feet above the water, and he's up there walking on ropes.
On a 2x4.
On a 2x4 or on a rope or a slat, and he's visually impaired. Now, I can't say that he's totally blind, but like if he looks at his cell phone, it's like right here, in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So this to me was pretty impressive, and it scared the crap out of me. That is Kenneth signing up. Of course, you have to sign all the waivers and stuff. And here is where, come back. Come on. That's Kenneth getting all strapped into his harness. Now see the stairs there in front of him? He has to walk up those stairs and then the platform is up there where you start, and he goes all around the ship twice.
Oh my God.
Now, I had some video of this, which I'm going to show you. I will point out to you that my phone ran out of space after 3 minutes, so I didn't get his entire lap around. I'm going to talk a little above it if I can, but so here is Kenneth. It's Kenneth Tuszynski, by the way. Our Kenneth. It's on in our show audience all the time. Here he is on the ropes course. That's Kenneth going up the stairs, that I pointed out. Now he goes up here, and the guy like frisks him or something. He's probably checking to make sure his harness is tight. You're going to see it through the bars there. Some of you might imagine what I was saying was going on there, but it wasn't really. So he's up there giving it from the circle. All right, now I've got to walk around because he's now actually getting out on it. And he's got to go up another flight of stairs. So now he's up at the right level. He's on the deck where you go off. So he's hooking up to the overhead, hooking the harness up to the cable that should stay hooked.
All right, Ken's walked out now over the ocean. I hope I'm getting this filmed, as I really have difficulty seeing in this light. I mean, what's the matter with
I might have made it to that first platform and said, "That's it, I'm done." Now, keep in mind, folks, this is a man that, for all intents and purposes, is blind. Extremely visually impaired. And I don't mind telling you, I was starting to get nervous about that. And he's not even halfway around the first lap. There he's coming out behind
He's
that.
coming right along.
There you can see.
Again, I'm looking right into the sun, so I have no idea if this is filming or not. I'm just really doing it by feel, not by sight.
Now, this is on pure ropes, folks.
Look at him, he's literally
That's
walking
not board, that's rope.
on a rope. Oh my stars. He's got the control strap. He's got to move that along with one arm, move himself along with the other arm and his 2 feet. Now keep in mind, folks, Ken is blind. Not 100%, but considerably.
Well, not by now,
He has
folks,
never done
my
this road
leg-
course. I'm sure they're all different. So he's got to figure out what he's doing as he goes.
And that was the end of the video. That's where I ran out of space on the phone. Folks, he did 2 laps. He went all the way around and then had to turn around and come back on a second track that's up there. So there's actually 2 courses up there. Okay. He never wavered. He never lost his balance. He never fell. He successfully completed the whole damn thing, and I am just in awe of what he did. So, wanted to share that with everybody. All right, I'll be back with a bit of news after a quick break from one of our fine network sponsors. All right, we're going to start off with the CDC.
CDC has issued new travel advisories to combat the spread of a highly infectious mosquito-borne illness. A Level 2 travel advisory was issued for Bolivia in response to the spread of chikungunya, a mosquito-borne virus that has caused outbreaks in several countries across Africa, the Americas, Asia, Europe, and the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Travelers are being asked to practice enhanced precautions by using insect repellent, wearing long-sleeved shirts and pants, and staying in places with air conditioning or that have screens on windows and doors. The CDC recently issued Level 2 advisories for Seychelles and Suriname regarding the chikungunya outbreak. The U.S. government has also previously issued a virus to combat the spread of a highly infectious mosquito-borne illness. Cuba, a Level 2 travel advisory was issued for Sri Lanka in response to the spread of chikungunya, a mosquito-borne virus that has caused outbreaks in several countries.
Sorry about that, folks. I got an echo and then it cut off. But anyway, it's just there was a little bit more to the story on the warning that the CDC has issued. So be careful, folks.
The February 16th departure of Celebrity Infinity has been cancelled following a technical issue and power loss. Impacted guests are being given full refunds, future cruise credits, and other compensation. The nature of the technical issue has not been confirmed but is strikingly similar to a fire and power loss in July 2025. Strong winds prevented MSC World Europa from visiting Marseille, France, on February 14th. Instead, the MSC ship pivoted to spend Valentine's Day in Toulon, France. It was previously announced that intense winds will also block MSC Splendida from the French port on the following day. We're offering VIP savings on all scooter and wheelchair rentals in Las Vegas this winter. Book a mobility equipment rental by February 28, 2026 for discounts. The rental can take place anytime within the next 90 days. Get out and explore the Strip. Call Scooter Round at 1-888-441-7575 or reserve online. Rentals in Las Vegas are 15% off when booked by February 28, 2026 and 20% off if you pick up directly from our Scooter Round location. Use code LVWinter or SRN11137. Star Voyager had to cancel its two-night cruise due to technical difficulties. The news came after hundreds to thousands of guests had already spent hours waiting to board at the cruise terminal. Star Dream Cruises is giving guests the option to reschedule for free or to receive a full refund.
Norwegian Cruise Line has updated the dress code for several of its most upscale specialty restaurants, adding new restrictions on flip-flops and shorts during dinner service. According to updated onboard signage and the cruise line's website, flip-flops and shorts are not permitted for dinner at Palomar, Onda, Cagney's, Le Bistro and Haven. These venues represent some of the most elevated dining experiences in the fleet, from Mediterranean seafood at Palomar and modern Italian cuisine at Onda to classic steakhouse fare at Cagney's and refined French dining at Le Bistro. The move appears aimed at creating a more formal atmosphere in premium restaurants, as onboard dress code enforcement has long been a point of debate among guests. Some travelers prefer an upscale dining environment, while others favor a relaxed vacation style. The updated policy now clearly outlines where casual attire is no longer permitted.
Ambassador Cruise Lines Ambience has cancelled her scheduled call to Havana on February 16, 2026, during the 40-night Jewels of the Caribbean Sea sailing, following updated UK government travel advice against all but essential travel to Cuba. The UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office revised its advisory on February 11, citing unreliable infrastructure, frequent power outages, and strained emergency services. The cruise line said the decision was made with guest and crew safety as the top priority. In place of Havana, Ambience will add new calls to Guadeloupe and St. Kitts. The Guadeloupe stop will also feature a meet-up with another ship from the Ambassador Fleet. Cuba is currently under a U.S. State Department Level 2 advisory, which urges travelers to exercise increased caution due to crime and unreliable electrical power. A medical evacuation operation was carried out by Spanish maritime authorities after the TUI Cruises vessel Mein Schiff Relax departed from the port of Santa Cruz de Tenerife in the Canary Islands. Shortly after departure, the ship's medical team concluded that a crew member's condition could not be treated safely on board and that urgent hospital care would be necessary ashore, prompting a request for external assistance. Official sources have not disclosed details such as the crew member's nationality, rank on board, or the nature of the medical condition that led to the evacuation.
We have the equipment you need to stay mobile. Whether you need a wheelchair, scooter, power chair, rollator, oxygen, or other pieces of mobility equipment, Scoot-Around, powered by Will, can help. Once you've booked your rental, we can deliver it to wherever you need. For your mobility needs, contact me or call Scoot-Around at 888-441-7575. Use SRN 11137 for the best rates. All right, guys, that puts an end to the news portion of today's show. Let's go over in the chat room, see if anybody's with us today. I don't know if I promoted the show this morning with the links. Might not have. There's Gretchen. Hi, Gretchen, out in Ohio. Amy's with us. Says good morning, all. There's Steve out in Kentucky. Hello to everybody. Todd's with us. Good morning, Todd. Good to see you. Well, that's all I'm showing this morning. So it's, I don't know. I miss Joanne and Mike. Mike's with us. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. It's a little difficult in me doing the shows and writing and producing the information and trying to do so without keeping, I'm rooming with Kenneth, and I'm constantly afraid of waking him up and disturbing his sleep. And, so a lot of my work that's done at night or very early in the morning, I'm not getting it done. And then I'm meeting everybody for breakfast, and some of the stuff just doesn't get done. So my apologies for that. I'll try harder this week so I can try to keep the shows properly promoted and so forth. But we will be doing shows on Wednesday and Friday like normal. And then next week on Travel Week is where things could well get dicey. I'm canceling the show on Monday, I believe it is. And from there, hopefully by Wednesday, I'll be set up in the new studio in Louisville, Kentucky, and we'll get started from there. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thanks for being with me. I always appreciate each and every one of you. And as usual, smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Doesn't cost you anything, and that helps the channel out a lot. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, think about cruising, and hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
I just figured out there'll be a new Louisville Slugger.
Yep.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.